I believe in happiness. And by this, I mean do things that make you happy, because your happiness is the most important aspect of life. It is the most positive core value of the human race. Happiness is an evolutionary advantage we have to tell ourselves we are doing something beneficial to us. This important fact is what determines every decision I make. I find myself weighing happiness as an extremely important aspect in day to day life, which I do not observe in others too often, especially in this generation. And this worries me. For example, your average person would most likely take a job they'd hate but was paid well over a job they'd love that didn't pay very well at all. I find this troubling. So I'm here to remind you to do something that makes you happy as often as you can. So quit the job you hate, remove yourself from a toxic relationship, cheat on your diet, hang out with your friends. I mean, it doesn't matter. All that's important is that it makes you happy and you do it often. Now, I'm not saying you can't be sad. Obviously, that's just a natural part of living life. But I believe at our core, we as humans have a positive attitude towards life. We prefer living versus not living. And the key to remember is that your baseline happiness shouldn't be at zero, but should be positive in itself. Take pride and joy in being alive. And this mindset was actually well thought of and philosophized since ancient Greek times, which they called eudaimonia. Now, there is no singular moment when this idea started impacting my life, and that's the point. Every day should be memorable. But I will admit the idea came to me when I was reading about the fundamental teachings of Buddha, and by no means is this like my own original idea. But I found that it is different with everybody, and everybody makes it fit to their own life in their own special way. And one of the more drastic changes in my life brought from this newly found perspective was a complete lack of stress. I find myself worrying less about simple things and focusing more on the important, bigger picture. Making happiness an important factor in my life is one of the most influential things I've ever done. I've achieved a sort of like inner peace through this. And I know it sounds like really cliche, but it's the closest thing I have to describe it. Anyways, once you have it, you know it, and you want to spread it. And so that's what I'm doing. You will be amazed with the increase in quality of life you have when you start to actively prioritize happiness. I know I was, and I still am. It it makes me think of a really great quote by Buddha. Thousands of candles can be lit from a single candle, and the life of the candle will not be shortened. Happiness never decreases by being shared. So, in conclusion, don't make a radical change in your life. Just make small gestures towards making your life a little happier one day at a time. Try to get in touch with your inner eudaimonia and share your newly found happiness with those around you.